Well, welcome back, everyone. It's Monday, and a beautiful Monday at that, but it also means that Dr. Paul Arciero is here to talk about all that good stuff that you talk about.
Oh, well, thanks. It's fun stuff. And you know what great timing for the topic
Yes.
today with the beautiful day that's outside.
Oh,
right?
I
First
can't-
days of summer?
I can't believe it. Hey, if you've been watching this segment, you know that really for the past month,
Yep.
we've been tackling weight loss strategies. And it's such a complicated subject. I don't know about you, but I've learned so much from this, Paul. We discussed exercise.
Yep.
We discussed everything dealing with medicine, pharma, right?
yeah, drugs.
Even all the way to surgery.
Yeah.
But we saved the sweet spot for last, right?
No pun intended.
No pun intended.
Right. And we touched on, not touched, but we explored diet in great depth as well. And this is connected to it. And
Gotcha.
this topic of holistic weight loss strategies.
Now, why is that you really light up when we start talking about this? Tell us why.
Oh, I appreciate that. I think everyone does. You know, when everyone has the opportunity to come into knowing their body, their mind, their body, their spirit, in a way that fosters and promotes an optimal lifestyle, an optimal feeling and way of being, who wouldn't light up? And so this holistic approach is just that. It's about tapping into all of those parts of what make us a fully integrated human and do it in a way without associated negative side effects. In fact, if anything, they're all positive side effects from all of the different strategies that you can employ and infuse into your body holistically. So that's why it lights people up.
Wow. Well, just that description alone makes it sound fascinating. It really does. Paul,
Well, let's get into it.
Okay, good. Under holistic
Yeah.
therapies,
Good.
homeopathic remedies are part of that
They
process,
are.
right?
Yeah, so homeopathic remedies are part of the holistic umbrella.
Got it.
And they're tinctures, we call them, or they're small little doses of likeness of the condition that you're trying to heal. So if it was, for example, weight loss, and you wanted to increase, as we've already talked about, your calorie expenditure,
Right.
or reduce your calorie intake, you would take certain little components of herbs and spices and medicinals that would then trigger that same response. So if it's weight loss, you want to increase your energy expenditure. And so there's lots of them out there. I mean, there's hundreds. And I'm not a homeopathic doctor by any means, but knowing how this works, you would take these little tinctures, we call them, of these little bits of this medicinal medicine,
Right.
and that would then allow your body to
Now, following more of
respond.
an Eastern philosophy than a Western philosophy,
Yeah.
I would assume that they're herbal remedies.
very, very based in herbal.
Right.
Absolutely.
But just generically,
So for weight loss, so for weight loss, things like guarana, guarana, and those people that are out there that know homeopathic medicine to increase energy expenditure, ma huang is another one. So those are kind of the big players, and at least weight loss to increase that energy expenditure.
I got you. Caffeine.
Yeah,
Always go back
caffeine.
to caffeine.
Yeah.
Legumes.
No, we're not going to put legumes in that.
Well, at least we got it in.
You said it, not me.
Snuck it in there.
Yeah,
Joey just
well,
snuck
you
it
did.
in there for you. You mentioned before we went on air some golden rules
Good.
about homeopathic remedies.
Yeah.
What are those golden rules?
Yeah. So there are a number of them. First and foremost, it's detoxifying the body, right? Because the body, when it's in this heavier weight state, and it's got excess body fat, you need to rid that of the body.
Right,
so you need
sure.
to mobilize it. And when you mobilize your stored body fat, that's where toxins are. So it's really important that in this process of undergoing weight loss holistically, and you're mobilizing the stored fat that you have on your body, you have to be prepared to detoxify the not carcinogens, but the toxins that are stored within that fat tissue. And that's a really important part of this weight loss component, is detoxifying. So
You know, you never, just one sidebar, because every night We all have our certain routines. I drink detox tea, an herbal detox tea. Now, I don't even know if it does any good or not.
I would venture to say that you're getting some benefit, for sure.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's got a little bit of homeopathic, in there. But yes, tea is a wonderful detoxifier. So detoxification.
Right.
The other one is self-monitoring.
Yes,
we know that. Monitoring what you eat and monitoring what you put out. Monitoring your body habitus, so your body weight. Doing a check-in. How are you feeling? What's your mind state? So that whole, self-monitoring is key. Another one is reducing stress, mindfulness, meditation. So people that have that connection to the mind and the body is critical. Cognitive behavioral
Yes,
therapy
right. That's
is
what I was
another
just
one.
going to say.
So cognitive behavioral therapy is really holding yourself accountable, calling
Right.
yourself out, but doing it in a way that's objective and rational. Because when you
Right.
think about it, people who struggle with most health conditions, and particularly if they're conditions that originate in the brain, they're usually irrational. They're usually not logical thinking processes. So cognitive behavioral therapy is predicated on making sure that the brain is thinking logically and rational.
And of course, when the brain isn't thinking logically, you're victim to depression.
Right, and
right.
the whole
Some of the
anxiety,
other things,
depression.
anxiety, that's right.
Here's a great
Stress.
one, Jesse. Here's a great one. I'm glad you brought that up. Stress, because then you develop sleep abnormalities.
Oh, right.
And sleep in this whole picture of holistic health, and particularly as it relates to weight loss, is almost at the top of the list. Making sure that you're getting adequate amounts of sleep, and deep sleep is paramount to you undergoing healthy weight loss and achieving optimal health. Sleep is key.
Sure. I think you mentioned one other golden rule, if I heard you correctly earlier, boosting your energy.
Great. Saving that one for last, because when you think about the state that most people are in when they are dealing with a weight issue or a health issue, and we've already talked about this, it's really taxing on the brain. So they have anxiety, they have depression. And so changing those two patterns, and when you think about people who are struggling with an excess of body weight, they have low energy level. And when they think that cutting calories or doing an abundance of exercise is the answer, it actually sometimes puts them further down in that low energy state.
Yes, right.
So the real key is making sure that you get enough sleep and you constantly nourish your body on a constant, regular basis of frequent, healthy meals, really nutrient-dense meals that boost your energy level. And do it without the pharmaceutical type of drugs that we're so accustomed to turning to.
Sure, the short-term gain,
Right.
Pun intended, I guess, but the whole idea there that the solution is an easy remedy, pop a few pills and you're good to go.
So what's one of the things we can do? Some of the herbals that we can use, taking again from homeopathic, are things like ginger, and cinnamon, and cayenne pepper. Those are kind of the three. Cumin, turmeric is another really healthy spice, and garlic. So if I had to put the top ones, it would be garlic, it would be cumin or turmeric, it would be cinnamon, it would be ginger, and cayenne. If you can introduce those five, and hopefully the viewers took a list of all of those, that's on your path to optimal weight loss.
Well, you know what, if it's hard to keep up with this, I know, but as many of you know, we have a brand new website, and it is a lot easier to ask questions of Dr. Paul, get more information. It's so interesting to listen to you in this voyage that we've taken on this weight loss strategy. The one thing that just always stays with me is that making the right choices is the first step.
Yeah.
After you make the right choice, then stick with the regimen.
Yeah.
And you know what? Anything that's worth pursuing, sticking with over time, that reward and that benefit is so much more beneficial. You know, even outside of the things that we talk about.
Oh, for sure. Oh, it translates into transfers into everything that you do.
Yes, it
everything
does.
Who you are, the way you think, the way you act. So key.
Well, this series was just great. Now, I don't know what the heck we're going to talk about next week.
Oh, we got
swimming.
plenty.
Can we talk about swimming?
Sure.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, I
good.
love
Because that's the
swimming.
only thing I can think about on a day like today.
Exactly.
Is jumping into the
Out in
lake
the
and
lake.
going for a swim. Right?
Oh, man, that's harmony right there.
Provided
right?
you can get back to the dock. I think don't you think that's part of it too?
That would be.
That's great. Well, look, thanks very much, Paul.
You're
See
welcome.
you next week.
Looking forward to it.
Okay. See this interview again? You have questions for Dr. Paul, please head to our website, looktvonline.com.